Testing, testing, testing. We are back with Devlog Live. It's been a while. I didn't include it, but I made a lot of progress on the procedural generation side of things. I think it's pretty much done. I'll probably tweak it, but oh well. What I just talked over is my realization that I should probably start working on what we're going to fight in this procedurally generated game. And looking over this footage, I'm realizing that I know very few animals that come from jungles or caves. So I spent a lot of time just trying to think. Axolotls made the list. I thought that might be cool to have, like, I don't know, axolotl opens mouth and there's like a smaller head inside that's trying to eat you or something. But right now I think it's best to keep it simple. And yep, here we go. I'm struggling to think, like, oh, what is one more thing besides Trogloraptors, axolotls, and bats that belong in caves? I think I just go with bugs, like yeah, just bugs in general. I guess belong in cave. Yeah, a lot of the things that I'm trying to keep, like, or at least the ethos I'm trying to go for, is I'm just trying to like put shit out. It's not very good, as you'll see with what I go with, but like jaguars seem a little, complicated. A biped. Snakes too, especially, like, I would want the snake to be able to coil around the player, and that seems complicated. Um, but what I decided to go with is the snail, which I did not list, but oh well. Then we get to see my horrible, horrible, horrible drawings of snails. Uh, but yeah, it's like just trying to get through, like, oh, how does this snail move? Uh, that weird. It's not slithering. I don't know what to call it, but it's not that. And then it's attack. Kind of like Darkest Dungeon. I was thinking of, like, those things don't really have projectiles, but they have whatever they grip with on their underbelly that just slimes you. Uh, so that again seems complicated to have to, like, spawn projectiles and animating that while, like, coding it seems like a little bit beyond my skill right now. So I decided to go with just like some weird sort of like a psychic energy blast, I believe. The video and my end of things is kind of frozen, so it's probably because I animated, or sorry, I realized that when I modeled the snail, I hadn't been recording. So, oh well, it is kind of weird. It has, like, obviously, like, a lot more polygons on its shell than it does on its body proper, but I'm not too worried about it. Again, just trying to get things out there as quickly as possible. So part of this process was kind of annoying. It's something I hadn't quite figured out, is the symmetrize function of Blender. So I spent a lot of time just, like, trying to do that, and it was an absolute nightmare. It wasn't quite symmetrizing right, so I had to just, like, rather than redo the whole thing, I decided to just, move the parts that were symmetrized, like, where they were supposed to be, to the best of my ability. But after that, I decided to do some animations. Again, kind of complicated. Well, I shouldn't say complicated. I should just say difficult, because I'm not really, like, I didn't look at a reference for how snail moves, and so this is going to be a little robotic. But again, who cares? Oh, uh, and obligatory having fun with whatever the hell that is. So yeah, part of it, and I'm not sure if I recorded it, but there's a section in which I with much difficulty, make a shell bone and attach the shell to it. Uh, so yeah, just making sure everything works. This is going to be a little janky, but again, just trying to put things out there. Today I'm probably going to color the snail and try to put it in Unity. Yeah. Yeah, definitely realizing now part of the failure by design of these these videos isn't me. I'm literally just talking over footage that I'm looking at the same time you are. Uh, so yeah, I made the walking animation, and I thought it was a bit weird that the shell didn't move. So I think I'm about to fix that. There we go. Yeah, and that's still a little wonky, but again, keep it simple, stupid. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the attack animation, just like, and again, like that little nod at the end is pretty robotic, but I'm just trying to get this done. Oh yeah, the shell. So obviously you can see it literally just clip right through its shell, but that's okay. And it's of course going to do the opposite. So yeah, part of the design is like when a player gets too close, it's going to go in its shell, attack when the player isn't close, and I'll have to figure out all that coding. And hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have something that resembles what it's supposed to be. Anyway, thanks for watching.